Accessing peace. Existing without violence, with the ability to calmly resolve conflict. Downloading love. An overwhelming, deep, positive affection towards others. Activating liberty. Living your life as you see fit without infringing on the lives of others.
Welcome to Peace, Love, Liberty Radio, online at fppradio.com. I am your host, Darryl W. Perry, the Liberty Penguin, the Wombat, the uncut cocaine of libertarianism, and I am answering your questions. Why am I doing that? Well, because it's a Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Gotta get down on Friday. And yes, I did that thing again where I sort of did a spoken word version of the absolutely horrible, horrible song that just will not ever die. Yeah, the song is called Friday. And I didn't even get the words right. I just pulled up the lyrics to see if I got the words right, and it's the words are as follows. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. And then I know there's something where she mentions, so after, and it's down further in the song after the thing, partying, yeah, fun, looking forward to the weekend. Yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday. We're so excited, we're gonna have a ball. Tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday comes afterwards. Yeah, it's an absolutely horrible song that should never have ever existed. But that is not why I am here, but it just sort of like happens occasionally to where I'll do a spoken word version of the lyrics and then I don't even get them right. But again, I'm answering your question, and your question was not, Darryl, will you please do an absolutely horrible spoken word version of Rebecca Black's Friday? No. The question this week that I got in, and please feel free to send more using the anonymous, if you want it to be anonymous, contact form on the website, ama.fppradio.com. That's AMA as in ask me anything, .fppradio.com. So this question has to do with blood donation. And there's the claim by some that people who donate blood are healthier. Well, the question is it that those people that donate blood are healthier because they're donating blood, or is it that healthier people tend to donate blood? And do you see the distinction there? It's kind of like the thing we were talking about in a recent episode, to where people will wind up, especially clickbait websites, they'll wind up saying, here are the things that fill in the blank people do, which implies that if you do these things, then automatically you'll become a millionaire by waking up at 7 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, by eating this particular breakfast instead of that particular breakfast. Well, no, that's not how it necessarily works. But again, this is a really good question because, well, researchers are trying to figure this out themselves. There's actually an article from health24.com that explains the two main theories why researchers believe that blood donors have lower health risks. Now, what are some of those lower health risks? Well, let's actually talk about the benefits of donating blood. This from health.com. And yes, I will get into the theories that researchers have about why blood donation lowers health, or rather why blood donors have lower health risks. So jumping into the article here, donating blood may cause your blood to flow better. Dr. Philip DeChristopher, director of the Loyola University Health System Blood Bank, says if blood has a high viscosity or resistance to flow, it will flow like molasses. Repeated blood donations may help the blood flow in a way that's less damaging to the lining of the blood vessels and could result in fewer arterial blockages. That may explain why the American Journal of Epidemiology found that blood donors are 88% less likely to suffer heart attacks. It's not clear if there are lasting health benefits associated with better blood flow. These kinds of studies can't prove cause and effect. For example, blood donors might lead healthier lifestyles than the general population. Dr. DeChristopher said what is clear is that blood donors seem to not be hospitalized so often, and if they are, they have shorter lengths of stay, and they're less likely to get heart attacks, strokes, and cancer. Also, blood donors get a mini checkup. Before you give blood, you'll have to complete a quick physical that measures your temperature, your pulse, your blood pressure, and your hemoglobin levels. After your blood is collected, it's sent to a lab that will undergo 13 different tests for infectious diseases like HIV and West Nile virus. If anything comes back positive, you get notified immediately. Dr. DeChristopher says if year after year your tests come back negative, then you'll know for sure there's nothing you've been exposed to. The article continues, the physical and blood tests are no reason to skip your annual doctor visit, but they're good for peace of mind. But you should never donate blood if you suspect you might actually be sick or have been exposed to HIV or other viruses. When you donate blood, your iron levels stay balanced. Healthy adults usually have about 5 grams of iron in their bodies, mostly in their red blood cells, but also in their bone marrow. When you donate a unit of blood, you lose about 1/4 of a gram of iron, which gets replenished from the food you eat in the weeks after your donation. Dr. DeChristopher says this regulation of iron levels is a good thing because having too much iron can be bad for your blood. We'll continue with thoughts from Dr. DeChristopher, the health benefits of donating blood, and whether or not donating blood makes you healthier or that just it seems that healthier people tend to donate blood. Stay tuned. There's more here on Peace, Love, Liberty Radio, online at fppradio.com.
Are you sick of government lackeys who say you didn't build that? Are you tired of elitists who think you need a government permission slip for everything? Everything you do is an A to B conversation, and the government should see their way out of it. Create true free markets by adopting the BIPCOT No Government License. The BIPCOT No Gov license allows use or modification of any product, service, or software except by governments or government agents. Go to BIPCOT.org. That's Bravo, India, Papa, Charlie, Oscar, Tango.org.
Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs offers premium publicity campaigns designed to facilitate an organization's adoption of Bitcoin as a payment system. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com.
This is Roger Paxton from Pax Libertas Productions and the Lava Flow Podcast, and you're listening to Peace, Love, Liberty Radio with Darryl W. Perry.
Welcome back to Peace, Love, Liberty Radio, online at fppradio.com. You know, while we're talking about the health of people, and specifically people who donate blood, but you know, health overall is very important, right? And did you know that the FDA is responsible for taking between 5 to 10 years off of your life, and the FDA is responsible for untold millions of people actually dying in the United States? Well, Dr. Mary Ruwart, former presidential candidate and also research scientist, just all-around amazing human being, but you know, she specializes in the medical field. She has written a book called Death by Regulation. And not only can you pre-order the book by going to deathbyregulation.us, but when you pre-order the $27 book, she will give you $60 worth of free stuff. Yeah, you heard that right. When you pre-order the $27 book, Death by Regulation, by going to deathbyregulation.us before April 9th, you will get $60 worth of free stuff. Now, why is she giving away free stuff for ordering her book? Well, that's because what she's hoping, and what I'm hoping as well, is that there will be a large number of pre-orders, that when those orders ship on April 10th and those sales get put into Amazon, that it will jack up the rating of the book in Amazon, and a higher rating in Amazon means that more people will see the book, which then means that more people will buy the book, which means more people, again, see the book, and then the book gets exposed to a much wider audience. Deathbyregulation.us. Pre-order the book. Get a bunch of freebies. Now, let's jump back into the article here from health.com, talking about some of the benefits of donating blood, and we're talking about this before actually trying to answer the question, because the question is, and I'm paraphrasing here, are people who donate blood healthier because they donate blood, or is it that healthier people tend to be the ones who donate blood? And again, researchers are still trying to figure this out, and the article from Health 24, it jumps into, a theory about some of the benefits, but they don't mention the benefits, so I'm going over the benefits now. Again, health.com, they list 4. They say that your blood flows better. You wind up getting a mini checkup every time you wind up donating blood. Again, you get asked questions. You have your pulse taken, your temperature, your blood pressure, hemoglobin levels. They then run some tests on your blood, and if anything comes up negative, you get notified. If you don't get a call from the Red Cross or the blood bank, then everything came out fine in your blood. They also say that it keeps your iron levels balanced. Dr. De Christopher, again from Loyola University Health System Blood Bank, says the statistics appear to show that decreasing the amount of iron in otherwise healthy people over the long run is beneficial to their blood vessels and diseases related to abnormalities in blood vessels, such as heart attack and stroke. Still, data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says that nearly 10% of women in the U.S. suffer from anemia, a condition where the body lacks red blood cells or hemoglobin, most commonly due to an iron deficiency. In that case, it's best not to give blood until the anemia is resolved. Now, the last time I tried to give blood, or the last time I actually did, it's been a long time. I think I tried once, but I had gotten a tattoo within a certain period of time, and they said, yeah, we're not going to do that, or rather, we're not going to let you give blood. But I recall they do some kind of test for iron levels, and if it's off, they won't let you donate. I don't know if they still do that. Again, it's been a while. They say women who have not yet hit menopause may find it hard to donate blood as well. Dr. Christopher says premenopausal females can be somewhat iron depleted with blood counts just under the lower limit. If you have low iron and you still want to be a donor, taking an oral iron supplement may help you qualify. And finally, according to the article here from health.com, they say that donating blood will help you live longer. Again, the question is, and this is one of those, correlation causation things. Is it that people who tend to live longer just happen to donate blood, or is there something about donating blood that causes people to live longer? A study in health psychology found that people who volunteered for altruistic reasons had a significantly reduced risk of mortality 4 years later than those who volunteered for themselves alone. While the health benefits of donating blood are nice, don't forget who you're really helping. A single donation can save the lives of up to 3 people, according to the Red Cross. Dr. DeChristopher says the need for blood is always there. It's important to recognize how important willing donors are. So, now let's jump over to the article from health24.com, where they say there are 2 main theories that researchers have about why blood donors have lower health risks. Again, those lower health risks are your blood flows better, which means that you're less likely to get a heart attack, a stroke, certain forms of cancer. You wind up living longer. Your iron levels stay balanced. The first theory is that people who wish to donate blood are already healthy. A blood donor must be deemed healthy before being able to donate blood. In order to determine this, a series of free physicals are performed on the donor to verify the donor's health status. As a result, approved blood donors are already less likely to suffer health and cardiovascular disease. Theory number 2 is that the lowered health risk have to do with iron depletion. Iron has a significant impact on the body. High blood iron can cause a variety of symptoms such as irregular heartbeats, lethargy, muscle weakness, hardening of arteries, accelerated cholesterol, oxidation, decreased libido, and enlarged liver, to name a few. Now, let's delve into the fun part here in just a moment on Peace, Love, Liberty Radio, online at fppradio.com.
This is Darryl W. Perry, host of Free Talk Live. This November, I'll be running in the world's biggest and most popular marathon, the New York City Marathon, and I've accepted a spot on Team Innocence Project because I'm a passionate supporter of their work. Since 1989, 353 people in the United States have been exonerated by DNA testing, including 38 who pled guilty to crimes they did not commit, and 20 of whom served time on death row. The Innocence Project provided direct representation or critical assistance in 180 of these cases. With your help, the Innocence Project can help even more people who have been wrongly convicted. As part of Team Innocence Project, I am raising awareness about wrongful convictions and raising funds to help free the innocent. I've already paid the race registration fees. However, to secure my spot on Team Innocence Project in the New York City Marathon, I need to raise $3,500 by November 1st. You can support the Innocence Project and help me secure my race entry by going to run.freetalklive.com.
You're listening to Peace, Love, Liberty Radio, online at fppradio.com.
Hey, welcome back to Peace, Love, Liberty Radio, online at fppradio.com. We'll jump back into the article from health24.com in just a moment. And as always, the links will be in the show notes where you can read them at your leisure. But before I jump back into the article, I want to tell you about Zencash. Zencash is an end-to-end encrypted system with zero-knowledge technologies over which communications, data, or value can be securely transmitted and stored. With over 7,500 secure nodes, Zencash has one of the most distributed and secure node systems of any cryptocurrency. Zencash is a platform for cryptocurrency and communications built by voluntarists for voluntarists, with the ideas of voluntary interaction being written into the white paper no less than half a dozen times. And the Zencash wallet, it's available for multiple platforms. We're talking Linux, Mac, Windows, and Android devices, and their documentation is available in multiple languages, not just English. Learn more at zencash.com. That's zencash.com. So, jumping back into the article from health24.com, why? Well, because it's answering the question. And the question this week, and you might be asking, if you've never listened to the show and you stumbled across this somehow in the middle of the show, why is he answering a question? Well, because I do that every Friday. I answer your questions. Send those over, ama.fppradio.com. That is the anonymous, if you want it to be anonymous, contact form on the website, where You don't have to put your name. It doesn't have to be a real name, but just put something in the name thing. Tab, I guess, is the right word there. Something in the email line, and then a question. And then I will answer that on a Friday, because I answer questions every Friday. ama.fppradio.com. Question this week is about the health benefits of donating blood. Is it that donating blood actually has health benefits, or is it that healthy people tend to donate blood? And again, researchers have two theories, and one theory is that people who wish to donate blood are already healthy, and then it winds up, showing that, oh yeah, people who donate blood have lower blood pressure, have fewer heart attacks, they have less cancer than those who do not. And then the other theory is that maybe there's something about, removing some blood and maybe removing some iron from the body that winds up causing the body to wind up being healthy. Again, high iron counts in the blood can cause a variety of problems, such as irregular heartbeats, lethargy, muscle weakness, hardening of the arteries, accelerated cholesterol oxidation, decreased libido, and enlarged liver, to name a few. When donating blood, you're removing between 225 to 250 milligrams of iron from your body, therefore reducing your risk of health complications. In fact, a 4.5-year study found that those who donated blood biannually, meaning twice a year, had reduced their risk of cancer and mortality compared to those who did not, simply because of the decreased iron levels. Blood donation has also been found to help those wishing to lose some weight. A person who donates blood burns about 650 calories for every pint they donate, as the body has to work to replenish itself. Though there are many benefits to donating blood just one time, the people who benefit the most are those who donate on a regular basis. Now, you might be asking yourself, how often can I donate? Well, in the United States, you're allowed to donate every 56 days. And you're allowed to donate, says here, 480 milliliters of blood every 56 days. And says the body replenishes all of the lost blood within 48 hours. The replenishment of red blood cells takes a little more time, about 4 to 8 weeks. Hence the every 56 days for donating blood. A little bit more here at the end of this article. And again, the link will be in the show notes where you can read it at your leisure. According to a study published in the Journal of American Medical Association, researchers found that those between the ages of 43 and 61 had fewer heart attacks and strokes when they had donated blood every 6 months. Another study done by the Miller Keystone Blood Center in the U.S. found that consistent blood donation is associated with lower risk of cancer diagnosis. Risk levels of being diagnosed with any type of cancer decreased in correlation with how often a donor donated blood. And there are ways that if you live in certain larger metropolitan areas, you can donate just plasma. And I'm sure that there are all kinds of studies showing health benefits of donating plasma. I remember when I lived in San Antonio and I was, trying to find some work and then make a little bit of extra money. I went to one of these plasma places and the line was just absolutely huge. And they said, yeah, you've basically got to sit here all day to be able to sell the plasma, and then you make like $10. Yeah, sorry, not going to sit here all day for $10 or $30 or whatever it was. It was not worth the time to just sit there all day, even if there are some health benefits. Stay tuned. There's more here on Peace, Love, Liberty Radio, online at fppradio.com.
Why do they hate us? Is libertarianism compatible with Islam? Davi Barker answers these questions and more in Voluntary Islam and Other Essays. He advances the voluntarist cause with analysis of the confluence of values between Islam and libertarianism, as well as contemporary movements from the Tea Party to the Arab Spring. Voluntary Islam by Davi Barker is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates, like Namecheap, Spendabit, and Amazon at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com.
You're listening to Peace, Love, Liberty Radio with Darryl W. Perry. Online at fppradio.com.
Welcome back to Peace, Love, Liberty Radio. Online at fppradio.com. Don't forget, every Friday I answer your questions. You can send those over using the anonymous, if you want it to be anonymous, contact form, ama.fppradio.com. Want to make sure, and I think I've pretty well covered the question for this week about blood donation, the health benefits, and is it that people who donate blood are healthier than those who don't because just healthy people tend to donate blood, or is it that donating blood makes you healthier? And, well, yeah, the researchers can't even come to a conclusion on that. But want to make sure that I tell you about longtime sponsor Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. They've been around since 1977 as a trusted source for not only selling but also buying precious metals. Yeah, you heard that right. They will buy the precious metals from you. If you need to liquidate gold, silver, platinum, palladium, they can help you out. You want to get your hands on some gold, silver, platinum, palladium, they can help. And they are a Bitcoin-preferred precious metals dealer, meaning that they want your Bitcoin and your cryptocurrencies. To show that they're a crypto-preferred business, they have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in digital currency. So pick up the phone, call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760. That's 800-874-9760. Or you can visit them online at rrbi.co. That's rrbi.co. Now, let's change gears here completely. And there was an email that I got a couple of days ago from the Innocence Project with some amazing news. Chicago White Sox, the baseball team, rehired Nevis Coleman after he was wrongly incarcerated for 23 years. Coleman had previously worked as a member of the grounds crew for the Chicago White Sox before being wrongfully arrested and then, again, serving 23 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. He got his job back. And he starts working in just about a week. On April 5th is when Mr. Coleman officially rejoins the Chicago White Sox for their first home game of the season as a member of the grounds crew. And I'm really happy about this, really excited, because I'm part of Team Innocence Project in the New York City Marathon. Go to run.fppradio.com, donate, help me secure my spot.
The podcasts of FPP Radio are licensed under Copy Heart. We believe that copying is a form of flattery and do not abide by the copyright laws. Those laws serve to restrict the flow of ideas which no one can really own. Copying is an act of love. Love is not subject to law. If you enjoy the show, consider joining the Fans program and get perks like ad-free versions of Peace, Love, Liberty Radio and FPP Radio News, and also get a copy of the monthly newspaper FPP News. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com.